congratulations on this. I saw it a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
So how does it work when you have so many virtual characters as well as real characters, getting all the costumes together and making it sync up across the different environments?
Yeah, well, we work all together as a team, the art department, the production designers, and myself. And it's, with Jim's direction, it's pretty easy to stay on track. And I approach everything as exactly the same. All of the virtual characters, we make all the costumes, we fit them virtually. We also make them to fit the actors, so the actors can wear them when necessary or when Jim wants to see something. And they just kind of all meld together because, it's pretty, like, Stephen Lang's performance is he plays, he doesn't play his Quaritch self like he did in film 2. So he follows the same uniform guidelines that the Edie Falco wears, for example. So it's pretty simple that way. It's just very straightforward for a costume designer. It's just like everything, working the same way, making them, putting them on the actors. And
how does that work with the visual artist? Because obviously different materials will react in different way as the characters move.
Right.
So how do you go about choosing those and conveying those on the characters?
Well, it's pretty easy in a way. I mean, it's hard for them, and sometimes it's hard for me to get them to understand what I want. But since I make the garments, and they get all this documentation to go by, and then they computer scan the things, and then they get to see the pieces. So the artists that are actually rendering them in the computer get to look at the costumes and get to hold the costumes. And then we have many, 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 many meetings about, the fit and the flow and there's a lot of adjectives. It's got to be heavier and thinner and longer, and so it's an ongoing process. You just work in a different way. So I make the costumes twice. I make them in real life, and then I make them in the digital world.
And just lastly, with such a push for AI and things like that, it's fantastic to see so much craft and artistry go into a film such as this. Some of these skills will never die. What are you most excited about the technologies that you've put into the costumes and the costume making process that will continue on?
Well, I think the best thing about it is to keep the crafts alive, so the people that know how to weave or bead or knot, and those kinds of skills are being slowly evaporating in our society. But the fact is that there are many, many people out there that still do that kind of work, and I happen to have a wonderful workshop in New Zealand at Weta Workshop with women mostly who know how to do that. But there are carvers, there are people who are sculptors. It's just vast what you can do. And when you work with a group of people and you use your hands and you use your creativity, you can almost do anything. And I think, hopefully it inspires people who watch the movie to then sometimes pick up things, like people you find oh my gosh, more people are knitting, right? Or for example. So I think the urge for us as human beings, and especially women, to keep these things going is really important. It's sort of part of our DNA to work with our hands.
Well, congratulations on your work in this. It's a fantastic film.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!